All right, welcome everybody to Indlela Ibuzwa kwa Phambili. Today I'm having a special guest from I think 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock is just 3 minutes to 7. So we're gonna be talking. The topic today it's gonna be profit versus salary, profit versus a wage. So it means business side versus when you are working, then you get a salary. So we are going actually to be going into that. And the person I'm going to be having a chat with is a businessman, is a father, is a pastor, is a husband. He's doing so much. So I think I'm going to just let him to introduce himself. I'm just going to need him to introduce himself. I say 7. I say it's 2 minutes towards 7. So as soon as it says 7 o'clock, then I'm going to be having him here so that he can be able to just give us what's going on. So I think I can just add him. Let me see. All right. Let me get him. Okay. Okay. I believe he's invited already. I just invited him. So, but yeah, that's what's going to be happening here. So we're going to just be talking about business side of saying the advantages and disadvantages of working and all that. I'm going to need you to be in here. Hey, where are you? My deaf doctor. All righty. This is awesome. Warra. Okay, one Matt.
Sure,
Hey,
sure.
good evening, good evening.
Hey, how are you, sir?
Can you be able to hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
All right, thank you, because I thought maybe you can't be able to hear me. All right. Okay.
I
Let's summa get to it. Welcome to Indlela Ibuzwa Phambili.
thank
I
you,
can
thank
hear
you,
you
sir.
also. I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. I was
Okay.
just trying to introduce you, and I felt I didn't do justice because I might mention 1, 2, and 3 that I know of, but you find there's more that I don't know. You see, so because I might say, because to my introduction, I said this is the businessman. He's a director at. Debt, it's a rebirth legal solution. I didn't even know about this one. I only know about the debt clearance. And he's also a president at rebirth. He said moment, rebirth moment.
Rebirth moments worldwide. Yeah.
Yes. So I think it will be a justice if you can be able to just introduce yourself to say, who are we having tonight on Indlela Ibuzwa Phambili regarding the topic of profit versus a wage, a salary. So can you just please introduce yourself to say, who are we having tonight? Because I won't do justice to introduce you.
Okay. My name is Daniel Semenya. I was
Mm.
actually born and bred in Molechi, Polokwane, Limpopo province.
Mm.
That's where I actually
Okay,
did
I'm from there
my
too.
primary school and my secondary school. Then I came to Pretoria in 2008 for university.
Yes,
Yeah, to further my studies. So basically,
yes.
currently, I'm leading few companies. The first company is a debt clearance agency. The second company is
Yes.
my debt doctors. The
Okay.
third the third company is a rebirth legal solutions, and
Mm, 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 mm.
the new one is motors us. We are selling motors, cash and also through bank. So those are
Mm,
the
okay.
four companies, and I'm also a man of God. I'm leading a church called the Rebirth Church,
Mm,
and the ministry is called Rebirth Moments Worldwide.
okay. There's a little bit the sound doesn't come out clear when it comes to the last thing that I couldn't hear. It was the company, the last company, the one I think you said you involved the bank also, also the name of the church. we couldn't be able to. I couldn't be able to hear it. I'm not sure if others could be able to hear it, but I couldn't hear it. That's all.
Okay, can you hear me now?
I hear you loud and clear. Yes, yes.
Okay,
Then
the
the
mottos.
last thing it was about, yeah, the last business and the name of the church. Yes.
Okay, the new one is mottos for us.
Yes.
It's we're selling cars through bank or cash deals, any car. And then
Wow. Okay.
we are also leading the church. The name of the church is Rebirth
Mm.
Church. And then the name
Rebirth.
of the ministry under Rebirth Church is Rebirth Moments Worldwide.
All right. Okay. Wow. All right. Sure. That's a lot, eh, in one person. But I believe too much is given, much is required.
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct.
Yes. No problem. So when actually did you notice that, you know what, I really need to start to get into the business sector side?
I think it was in 2009.
Yes.
I was working part-time with my uncle. He was running a consulting agency. He was actually helping people
Yes.
to start and grow their own businesses and also help them with compliance documents. So that's where I learned a
Oh,
lot of less at school at that time. And then in I think 2012, in
2012.
20,
Yes.
yeah, in 2012, that's where I actually went into establishing my own consulting agency because
Mm.
of the experience and the knowledge I had. Then
Wow.
I helped a lot of people, and then
Mm.
I grew with that business until 2018.
2018. Yes.
Then in 2018, that's where I said to myself, I cannot depend on one well. I need to
Yes.
actually have multiple streams of income.
Wow. Yes.
And then
Sure.
that's where
Wow. That's
yeah, that's where I saw a gap actually in the market, in the debt industry.
mm.
And then
Yes.
I did my own research, I compiled my own file, and then I met
Wow.
some few people. Then I started
Mm.
working in terms of debt, helping people in terms of debt clearance,
The clearance.
and on the
Yes.
side I was still doing the business consulting as well.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So, so there's this one thing that is actually I'm puzzled about. So, what can be your opinion when it comes to profit and wages? Disadvantage and advantage. Let's say first we can start with the one of a salary. Salary's advantage and a disadvantage. Because I know you
Uh,
from also the salary side. You once
yeah,
experienced the
obvious.
salary side. Yes.
Yeah,
Mm.
obvious. So I can encourage my mentees
Yes.
to
Yes.
go for profit.
Yes.
Salary, yeah, salary. The advantage is you have security. You are very sure that every month end I'm getting 10,000. But
Correct.
your life is limited on that amount of money.
Yes.
Hence, a lot of people who are working, they don't achieve
Mm.
more like people who are running businesses. So if you have
Sure.
10,000, or
Mm.
you have to eat, you have to pay rent, you have maybe you have a car, you need to pay for that car, then you are broke. That's why most of them, before
Aish.
if they get a salary month end by the 10th of next month, they are broke, most of them. So
Sure.
we
Mm.
if you want to come out of that type of a prison, you need to
Mm.
start as a business, start a business and begin to sell.
Yes.
Then as the
Mm.
business grows, you will obviously have to resign. Uh,
Mm.
in obviously, if you are running a business, you get a profit, and then getting a profit,
Yes.
uh,
Mm.
you can achieve more. You can achieve
Mm.
more. Hence, those people who are running
Mm.
businesses, they manage. Most of them, they manage to buy cars, buy a house. They don't have that burden, or financial burden. They have
Yes.
financial freedom. Actually, let me put it this way: they have financial freedom because you are running this business. 10,000, you are
Mm.
making it in one day. Then
Just once.
somebody,
Mm.
yeah, one
Oh.
day, and then somebody has to wait for 30 days to make 10,000. When
Oh my word.
in
Yes.
the
Yes.
next 30 days you already have more than 300,000 or more than 500,000 because you are doing business. So you are
Mm.
more
Mm.
secured.
Mm.
And with that with that profit that you are getting, you can decide to have more streams of income, invest your money there, and then you know that you are
Also,
fully secured.
yeah, I think also this it's needed in the school, in the school side, because I think at school they just teach you where, for instance, there's no financial literature, the first thing, and also the second one, there's no way, for instance, they'll teach about business. It's all about study so you can be able to have a security, to have a job, to have
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah,
So I think
yeah.
also the foundation is a problem also. I think also that might be also that it's aiding to that we find
No,
maybe 90% or yes.
I like that because a week ago I
Mm,
had a meeting with one SGB in another school.
yes.
I was actually, my proposal to them was, with my experience and my knowledge, I can, from
Yes.
January, I can start mentoring their, those grade 12s who did not make it. Then I was so
Yes.
realistic. I was so realistic about it and said, not everybody will make it to university or to college. Some don't have money at
Exactly.
all. Some will go look for
Mm,
bursaries. They will not get a bursary. Then we can have
mm.
a group of grade 12s who are sitting at home doing nothing in 2023. So I better
Sure.
take it upon my shoulders, take take them
Yes.
through a mentorship program for the whole year, and then connect them
Wow.
to other governmental institutions that will help
Institution.
them
Yes.
with funding or developing their businesses. So I like what you are saying because now at school we were not taught business. We
Never.
were not taught
I don't remember,
business,
but
and
yes. Mm,
yeah, so and it's not gonna be easy because now if we want a proper business knowledge to go to schools, we'll have to propose our government. It will take time. So what do we
sure. That's
do?
taking forever.
What do we do right now?
Exactly.
Hence,
Mm,
I told myself I don't need any money from this, unless if I can get a good Samaritan who can load some money and say, help, here are the
mm,
funds to maintain you for the whole year. I don't have a problem with that. But whether there is money or there is no money, I'm going to help them with my
mm.
resources, with what I have, and run with it for the whole year, and then make sure that they sell, and then they make profit and they grow from there.
Wow. And it's not many that I actually can just offer themselves to be able to can take out that prison mentality because we were taught to make a CV, not to
Yeah,
do a business proposal. Oh my word.
you can say that again.
Oh,
Let
sure.
me share
Yeah.
this with you. Let me share this with you.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I don't even know where my CV is right now.
Oh
Uh,
my word.
I passed my grade 12 so well, and
Oh
then
my God. Yes.
I
Mm.
I passed my
Tertiary.
university so well, my tertiary level.
Yes. Mm.
Uh, but my man, I was failing to get a job, and
Sure.
sometimes asking God why,
Yes.
until I got a revelation that I
Mm.
will not get a job. And
Sure.
from that day I stopped looking for a job.
Yes.
And
Uh-huh.
it was not an easy thing. It was not an easy journey. And then I
Mm.
put my CV away. I don't even know where it is right now. Even
Oh my word.
all the documents, all the tertiary
uh,
documents, secondary documents, I don't know where they are right now. Then
wow.
I told myself that I am going to push my business until it is on that level that I've been dreaming about. praying about,
Sure, sure.
crying about.
Mm,
It was not an easy
sure.
decision to make. You can imagine people are looking for jobs, and then when now you are saying, I don't need a job, I'm going to do business. And I
Sure.
think and believe that on that day, God released grace for me to stand,
Mm,
because it's not easy. And then
it's not.
and the other thing, the moment you put your feet on the ground and say, I believe God for this, I'm going to
Yes.
stand here and I believe God for a breakthrough, then God will
Mm,
honor you for your faith. And I don't want to lie
wow.
to you. It did not take time.
Mm,
It did not
sure.
take 10 years, 20 years. You know, businesses normally take 20 years to rise.
True, true. That's how we advise actually saying business can take 10 years, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
So
mm,
in less than, let me say less than 2 years, in less than a year after
mm,
taking that decision, then I saw a big breakthrough in
yes.
my business. So some
Sure.
of the things we can't share them here. So I saw a big breakthrough.
Exactly. No, no, I understand. I understand. There's
So
one thing that yeah. It's
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
You
we
can
can
carry on.
talk. No, I was
Yes.
saying I'm encouraging people to also take a
Mm,
stand, because now
yes.
sometimes there's no money to start a business. I mean, there was no money to start a
Exactly.
business. At that time, there was no
Sure.
office. I did not have an office that time, no laptop. Uh,
Nothing.
Me and my wife were sharing one phone. You remember that Vodacom phone? That tape. So,
Yes. Yeah.
so we're sharing that phone, you know. So there was no money, nothing. Then when you take a decision at the time and say, Lord, I'm going to
Mm,
believe you. I don't need a job. I'm going to believe you.
sure.
Then that's where you will see bigger things now.
Uh, I think when it comes to salary and profit, I think it's covered. While you were speaking, I just got this, and this was just dropped into my. It says you measure the you measure the level of your success based on the storms that you come up, or based on the hell that you come across. Because there's someone that was being fired so many times, but they don't get it that this is a revelation for you to go and be able to be a boss, a CEO, or something like that.
It's
So
true.
that's what. Yeah. One thing also that is that makes me laugh right now. I'm saying, I've known you before you got married.
Yeah,
I've known
yeah.
you back then, way back, way back. So I can say I'm not deviating from the whole thing. I'm just including the whole thing. How it
Okay.
is to be a father. I just want to know how it is to be a father. That feeling of how it is. Deep down, I know from a guy's perspective, when somebody
Yeah.
says, I am a father, it's big. That's why I involved it on there of saying he's a husband, he's a father.
Okay.
You can also answer the
Okay.
two of them of saying,
Okay.
how does it feel to be a husband? How does it feel to be a father? I just want those two ones
Mm,
before we
let
can
me say
continue.
this.
Yes.
Let me say this is
Mm.
the best feeling ever. There's no feeling bigger than this one. It's the
Mm.
nicest one, because now,
Hey!
let me say, it was
Mm.
created by God.
True, 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 true.
It's a
Yes.
feeling. It's a feeling that was created by God. You know, when my kid, sometimes when I fetch my kid, the younger one at school, at
Yes.
crèche, because he's 2 years
Yeah.
now, he will just
Yes,
come
yes.
running and say, "Hello, Daddy. How are you?"
Oh, my
Then
word. Oh, man.
people, that thing on its own,
Mm. Yes.
uh, I don't know how to explain this. You feel like
Just see.
you own the
I
whole
can
world.
imagine.
You feel
Oh,
like
man.
you are the boss, man. You understand?
Hey!
You,
Watikwa. Yes.
you just like the same thing when we go to God and say,
Mm.
God, Daddy,
Mm.
I love you, Daddy. I appreciate
Yes.
you. You are the best. You know, Daddy, I
Hey!
need one, two, three. The same feeling. He feels
Yeah.
the same way. He
Sure.
loves it.
Yeah.
So
Mm. Mm.
I can say there's nothing wrong about somebody deciding to become a father. It's the will of God and it's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
It
True,
and
true. Yes.
again it shows that you are not running away from being a responsible person, because
Exactly.
now
Exactly.
you must make sure that your kids have a good
Mm.
life. They are happy
Mm.
all the times. Whatever they need, you
Yes.
provide. You are the father, so you are responsible.
Mm.
So
Mm.
I'm also saying to guys who may be running away from their kids,
Responsibilities.
to
Mm.
say you don't know what you are running away from. And the worst thing,
Hey.
the worst thing is, after 20 years, you'll be coming back to the same kid and say, I want to be with you. I want to take care of you. I want to show you love.
It's late.
And
It's
sometimes
late.
it will be so much late. You know,
Sure. Mm.
these kids, when you run away, you are causing them to be angry in their hearts. That is
Exactly.
why they will
Yes.
take their anger on the streets, whatever. So
Mm.
to
Mm.
protect them, you need to give them love, a fatherly love, and then take
Mm.
responsibility. If you don't have money, you tell them straight, like, I don't have money. Like,
Mm.
you see, my 8-year-old is saying to me sometimes, I need
Yeah.
Nike. You know, Daddy, I need and
Yeah.
I'm asking him, you are 8 years old. The time I was 8 years old, I couldn't even tell that to my father. When you are 8 years
Sure.
old and already you need Nike, why do you need
Mm.
Nike? He will say to me,
Yeah.
I saw somebody wearing it, and they are rich. They are rich.
That's their
So
perception. That's their perception.
that's the
Yes.
perception. So then I'm correcting them. No,
Yeah.
it's not that. You will
Yeah.
get your Nike, but you don't have to get it because somebody got it. That's number one.
Exactly.
And then
Yeah.
number two, wearing Nike and Adidas and Puma does not mean they are rich. No,
Mm-hmm.
if I want to buy 10 Nikes today, I can buy them for you and give them to you, but I don't want to do that, because on the other side, I'm building a legacy for you. So
Exactly.
I'm thinking, and I'm saying, the 10,000 that I can spend buying Nike for you, I better
Mm.
invest it on a new business that will sustain you for the rest of your life, and that will also sustain your kids. So
Wow.
don't don't think in that way, to say, if they buy Lamborghini, they buy Rolls Royce,
Mm.
they are rich. Rena, because we are buying whatever, we are broke and we
Mm.
are poor. No, it's not that way. Then I begin to correct him as a father and show him all those things, and I tell him, I'm going to buy you
I think
Nike.
that's the best feeling ever. That's the best feeling ever because you instill the who you are into them. Oh, that must be the best feeling ever.
Yes.
So
So
now,
this
yes, the second one, yes,
Yeah, the second
the
one,
second one, the one
being the
about
husband.
the wife. Hey,
Yeah,
yeah, mm,
so it's another responsibility as well, because
yes,
now you are taking somebody from another family, bring them into your
mm-hmm,
life, then you must
mm,
also take responsibility, and this one is also the biggest responsibility. Actually,
mm-hmm.
you are also a father now to this person.
Hey,
uh,
hey,
and ladies, women, they want to be loved. So at all
true,
costs, we need to show them love. It's our responsibility. That's why the Bible says, husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the
mm,
church.
like the
And
church,
it goes deeper and say, he also, Jesus Christ, the husband of the church, also died for this church. So
sure,
we are here standing and asking, are we in that position to can die for them, to can sacrifice for them, to can do
mm,
whatever it takes to make sure that they see this love, and they
mm,
to make sure that they are happy? It's our responsibility.
mm,
It's the biggest responsibility. I normally tell my wife that it's better for you to be happy than myself being happy and you are unhappy. And somebody said,
mm.
a happy wife, a happy life. So
It's a happy home, yes, mm-hmm,
yeah. So if she is happy, my man, you are
mm,
sorted. you are sorted.
I remember
So
there's a scripture. I just forgot where it is. There's a scripture. It says, many of us, our prayers are hindered because of how you treat your wife. The context. I'm not sure if I'm putting the context right. How
uh,
you treat your wife. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I don't
Just
remember
forgot where it is.
that.
Yeah, there's a scripture that says that. Also, when you mentioned about she also need a father. Uh, the name of the show is Indlela Ibuzwa Kwabaphambili. It means
Yeah.
Ibuzwa Kwabaphambili. Kwabaphambili, it means actually people who already went ahead. They know, they have experience in this thing. So
Mm.
us who are coming, we just want to know. When we say we Indlela Ibuzwa Kwabaphambili, we are asking the guys that are already there to say, guys, how did you make it?
Yeah.
Me now on my side, I'm already married, but I'm not yet done and all that. But I'm
Beautiful.
still
Yeah.
I'm still learning. So when you say those things to me, it's like it's music to my ears because I'm like, there's so many things that I've been doing wrong. Even
Mm.
dying for Christ died for the church. We don't know. Most of guys, they don't even know about that. They know, hey, I need to be happy also. It's not about them only. So that the balance. So things like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So yes. So also there about the father, I wanted to finish it before I forget it. As we close this one, the one about the father, they say when her father brings her or walks her down the aisle to you, it's an exchange of a fathership. I saw
Yeah. It's
something like
true.
that when
It's true.
Miles Mandru was preaching about that. It's an exchange of fathership. Of saying, I was the father. Now it's your responsibility. That's why
Yeah.
she's even taking your surname. I hear she's also the firstborn of your children.
It's true.
So hey, that one, I'm very. It makes me otherwise. I get happy so much because I'm learning a lot. Because most of us, hey, we are not
Yeah. Because
at that level to say, hey, knowledge.
not. Yeah. We were not taught. Remember where we are coming from.
Mm, yes,
We. You see, when a guy is, for instance, 18, 20, they are ready. Ne?
yes.
So that
Mm,
is the right time to sit down with them, teach them. Like
mm,
myself, I was taught a lot by many fathers. Some of them could even
yes.
sit down with me and I'm holding a
Mm.
notepad and a ball pen.
Sure.
I'm taking the notes. At that time, I was not
Wow.
yet married. I was not even dating. No
Oh
girl.
my word.
But sitting
Mm,
down, asking questions. What makes a marriage to be successful? Before we even go to a
mm,
marriage, what makes a relationship to be successful? Then I'm taking the notes.
oh
I'm
my
taking
word.
the notes. I'm taking
Mm,
what are the
mm,
do's
mm.
and don'ts? What must we? You understand?
Come on.
All those kind. So a
Oh,
lot of people were not taught or are not taught.
mm.
So
And I've noticed something. Yes.
yeah,
When you're saying
yeah,
that, I've noticed something. There are many marriages that failed, not because they were meant to fail. They failed because there was a lack of knowledge somewhere where it was not instilled. There
it's
was no
true.
one to actually come and say and groom. So now, when you're saying that, it just opens so much to say, for real, we have a huge problem where there should be like a men's. I forgot that thing. I remember they used to call it, there was a men's cave where actually
Yeah,
they would call young men. They groom them and they show them this is how you treat a lady. This
yeah,
is how you do one, two, and three. Because what you're saying right now, I don't know. I don't know that what sustained the marriage. We've just learned
yeah.
hands on. And the danger part about marriage is we get a certificate before
Yeah.
we enter into the whole thing.
So I
So
think
that's it. Yes.
the community
Mm,
as well has or must have the responsibility to want to learn.
yes.
They must have
Hey.
an eagerness to learn because now
Mm,
we have a lot of people who don't
mm,
care. You get a girlfriend, you don't care.
mm,
You know, few things that I was correcting at church. Number one was when you
yeah.
get somebody that you want to marry. We need
Yes.
that is number one. We need to pray about it and ask God if it's the will of God. Because
Exactly.
sometimes you will marry and
Mm,
find out that you are outside the will, and that thing it won't work.
mm,
And then number two, yesterday I was stressing this thing that everything,
yes.
especially in marriage, the success of marriage or relationship depends
Mm,
on sacrifice. A lot of people don't want to sacrifice. Sacrifice, be it time, be it money, be it yourself, be it for the
Yes.
sake of the other party. Just what Jesus did on the
Sure.
cross. What Jesus did on the cross, it was not necessarily him dying for him to benefit alone. He died so that even us can benefit. So are we able to go to that level of sacrificing so that the other party can benefit for the success of this union? So
Hey.
we
Hey. Amen. Hey.
a lot of things, but we, our people must have this eagerness to say, I want to know, I want to learn.
Yes.
Teach me, show me, you know.
And the danger part, I've noticed every time when I speak to an elderly person, I make sure I suck out the information out of them. I make sure I get the information. But it's rare that most examples or people that we look up to, it's rare. It's rare that we will have that. Like many, you find, for instance, we are surrounded by people that are actually not even role models when it comes to marriage. You find the person that you actually look as a role model, but you find they're doing even worse stuff. You'll be like, I want a right stuff. I want to do right. I want my marriage to reach 40 years anniversary until we are 80, until we grow old, we are gray hair. But the people that we look at, it's like we can say these are role models. They are not representing what we want the outcome from, of what actually that we want. So that's most of the time also that can be a thing that is causing the people not to be able to have that of saying, I want to learn. I can't learn from someone that I see, but they are deviating from actually what it's needed actually to be done. They are deviating from what that is. Yes. So that's also one challenge also that I see, that it's actually very discouraging.
Yeah, I could say we just have to keep on searching, because now if 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are doing the things that you are hating and you don't like, obviously they can't be your role models. But if you need a role model, you must just keep on searching until you find one. But obviously nobody's perfect, nobody will be perfect, so you must take what you want and run with it. You understand? You might find out that this one is romantic, and then mara ko le side le lengwe ke ngame. So better learn abo romantic, collect abo romantic, then live with stinginess alone on the other hand, and then you be a generous father and husband to your wife.
Yeah. All right. You know what? When it comes to this, I think we dwelled a lot on it, and I also get it. So Nikinyako, which are like on the side of the business side, then we can just go back to it on the business side to say, we're not on your side. Who actually who feel the encouragement for you to be able to start actually a business? Who did you like? Maybe some will be like Richard Maponya. Yeah. So who was your motivation for you to be able to start like a business?
Nobody. I was my motivation.
Wow. Okay.
Let me say poverty. Poverty encouraged me to stand up, because now you know where we are coming from. It was not an easy what do you call it?
An easy journey. Yes.
It was not an easy journey. Growing up in the rural areas, your grandfather never bought a car. And then now he is your father. He has never bought a car. Then do you
oh man.
Do you really want
generation
that thing
generation.
now to travel now to the third generation? Or actually, this should be the fourth generation now, because my great-grandfather also never bought a car. So that thing encouraged me to say, not me.
Yeah.
Not me. I want to go extra mile this time around. My grandfather never left a legacy for my father. My father never left a legacy for me and my siblings. I can't live
Mm.
like this.
It's not
I
working.
will not live like this. So that on its own encouraged me to work and to put efforts and to also invest more money into the business. I'm not eating money, my man. You know, uh,
Mm.
uh, I was even telling some guy that you know what? People are wearing the Versace, the Gucci, the what to show, but they
They
are
are making money.
baja
Yes.
chelete. They are making money, so they are
Yeah.
also spending that money on useless things. And then so I told
Mm.
myself, because I'm fighting this thing in my family, I'm not going to eat money. I will eat it maybe 3 years to come or 5 years to come. This time
Mm.
I'm investing into the business. Hence, even this year we had to establish few more businesses. My wife is also going back to the modeling agency. It's
Yes, I
fully
remember. I
registered.
remember.
Yeah,
I
she's
even
going back
forgot
to
about
it.
it. I wanted to ask about that. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
sure. She's
Okay.
going
Yeah.
back to it. And then, so why
Mm.
are we doing that? Both of us are coming from that background and we are fighting this thing.
Mm.
We can afford to buy Versace, Gucci, what. We don't
Sure.
wanna waste our money on such things. I better, you know what I'm going to do, what I've planned to do. I'm going to
Yes.
print t-shirts and write them a rebirth. And Monday to Friday I wear those t-shirts.
Hey. Wow. Okay.
I
That
get in
works.
Nike, le yona ya printer le Adidas le Puma.
Hey. Yeah, print. Okay.
Then ba
It
fetse ba
makes
re
sense.
skipper ke 1.5, re ntsha 1.5. Then I better print
My
rebirth.
skipper is free. Mm.
I better print
Exactly.
rebirth.
It's just printed and
Hey,
yeah.
there's another one, Sir
What's that?
Daniel Semenya.
Yeah, come on. What's that? I see the time. It's like you feel like I could go radio now. It's like 26 minutes to 8, and I see we only have like and I know you are very busy, man. So I don't want to hold you for so long, Mara. I want to finish off. I wanted you to just give an explanation, maybe from your first business. And this thing, it just slipped my mind because we are talking about so many things. About your wife's modeling agency. I remember about it back then. I wanted to ask about it, but since you touched on it, it's okay. I wanted you to just maybe start from your first business to say, what do you do in your first business? Second one, what are the things that you offer? How can they be able to get hold of you? What's needed? Actually, maybe you can start with the debt clearance one.
Okay,
Then we
debt
can come to the
clearance
legal
one.
one. Mm.
We are
Yes.
actually clearing debts,
Mm.
and then
Yes.
number two, clearing listings. People who have debts,
Clearing
they know
listings.
this language. Listings, we talk about adverse
Listings.
listing,
Mm.
default
Okay.
listing, judgment, trace alert, fraud
Mm.
listings, and many more. People who
Sure.
are working, they know about these things. And then number two, we also reduce monthly installments for those people who are saying, I'm over indebted. I need
Yes.
assistance in terms of debt relief. So we can
Mm.
assist there
Mm.
to give them a relief. We are authorized to do that
Oh,
by the NCR and by the
you
government actually.
you mentioned so many listings. It's the first time I hear those other listings. I only know
Yeah.
blacklisting. I don't want to lie to you. I only know blacklisting. I had so many listings. Can you maybe explain maybe two of them? Just because we
Uh,
have so many companies, then to go through them it's gonna take forever. Yes.
okay. For instance,
Yeah.
default means you have defaulted on your payment.
Mm.
Remember,
Oh, okay.
every month, for instance, on the 31st, the debit has to go through. They have to
Sure.
debit your account for maybe whatever, Capitec, African Bank, whatever. Then now
Yes.
when they debit, there's no money in your account. And
Mm.
then before the
That's the
50th,
default.
before the 50th, they will visit your account again, try to debit. There's no money. Then the
Mm.
debit order system will just get tired and give up. And then now they will start calling you and say, "Hey, you didn't pay this month. When are you gonna pay?" Then
Yes.
you promise them, "Oh, I will pay. Give me 5 days." Then they will tell you
Mm.
straight, it's illegal. They will tell you straight, okay, we are giving you so many days. Like they normally give 21 days for you to pay. If you don't pay, we are going to put a listing on your name, or we are going to
Mm.
hand over your account to the collections
Your account.
department or to the lawyers. They normally say that.
Yes, yes, the
Then
lawyers, yes.
then you don't keep your promise, you don't pay. Then because
Mm.
they have noticed you, then now they're taking an action. They put a
Mm.
listing on your name. It's like they flag you. They put a red flag on you on
Oh, a red flag to say yes. Mm.
on the bureau to say this guy is a bad payer. This guy has
Mm-hmm.
already
Okay.
defaulted. So default has to
Mm.
stay on your name for at least I think it's 2 years if I'm not mistaken. And
Yes.
adverse listing is the one which shows that the file has been handed over. It's a handover. It has to stay on your name for 12
Mm.
months. And
Sure.
then,
Many
but
people they don't
such
know this.
but such listings can be removed even before the 12 month. And
Okay.
there's a judgment as well. A judgment, they normally maybe go to court after a while, not after 21 days, maybe after 3 months, 4 months,
Mm.
5 months, they go to court. They will also call you to come
Yes.
to court. And
Sure.
at court, they will ask you, obviously, do you acknowledge this debt? Is this your debt? Yes, it's my debt. Why are you not
Mm-hmm.
paying? Well, it's because of this and that. And then they hear the other side, the other parties,
Mm.
and then the
Yes.
magistrate or the judge will grant a judgment either to give
Mm.
you what do you call, like these
Arrangements plan.
arrangements, yeah, arrangement
Arrangements to
plan.
pay. Yes. Yes.
Or
Mm.
if they see you, Hori, you don't want to cooperate, they just grant a judgment same day and grant what you
Mm.
call a warrant of execution. Warrant of execution means it's a document which grants the other party authority to come to your house, collect anything they want to collect,
Oh,
go sell it.
network. Network.
Warrant of execution. So, and the judgment stays on your name for 5 years. And
Mm.
yeah, so that's the biggest challenge in the country, and you can't do anything about it. Then that's where we also come in legally to do a rescission of judgment, and
Yes.
then in order to help you remove or cancel the judgment.
That's all right. There we go.
Okay.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, my headsets are acting up. All right. Um, the first one it was for the debt. I never knew about the legal one. Can you also please explain the one of the legal? The
Here
legal, you said the legal, yes,
here we are helping clients with the legal matters.
yes.
Though it's also linked to the debt
The
clearance
debt side,
companies, but
yes.
it's on the other hand standing on its own in terms of helping people with bails, for instance, legal
Mm-hmm.
matters,
Oh, okay. All right.
civil matters,
Mm-hmm.
criminal matters, and then divorce. We don't encourage divorce, but
Oh.
if two people have decided to say
Oh my
we are
God.
divorcing,
Oh,
there's
yes.
nothing you can do.
You handle the
Court
dispute.
processes, yeah, court processes have to be followed. They come to us for assistance, then we step in,
Mm.
and then legal advices and legal anything that has got to do with legal
All right. So
attending
do you have
to
like,
legal matters.
mm, yes. So do you have like lawyers at your firm regarding this?
Yeah,
At your
we have built
legal,
we have built a panel of attorneys. They are actually
yes.
nationwide. So
Mm.
whenever one needs legal assistance, they do call us and explain the story. And then
Mm.
whether they're in Cape Town, Limpopo, Western Cape, Eastern Cape, then we
Yes.
just appoint one lawyer to attend to that matter
Mhm.
quickly and assist our client.
Oh, wow. All right. I just want to appreciate few people. Sunny eight, it's Sunina, Sunina 894 joined. Okay. Welcome. Also, there's many that actually joined. So, Ayaya 8281, Cindy, and Zizi Boiti. So, thank you guys for joining. Uh, the third one, we are on the third company, right? Yeah, the third company. Yeah, the third company. Yeah, I think because you explained about two companies what you do. Now we're gonna hear about the third one and maybe the fourth. Then we can be
Okay.
able to close. Yes.
The fourth one we are doing it's about motors. We are selling motors.
Yes.
Uh, any vehicle that one is looking for.
Even a Range
Either it's
Rover.
yeah, either it's a cash
Oh,
deal,
okay.
either you are
Mm-hmm.
buying cash or you are buying through the
All right.
bank. We are able to step in and help and assist all our clients. And then the fourth company, or this one, we call it Motors for Us. It's a registered
Motors
company
for us. Yes.
with
Okay.
all the compliant documents. And then
Yes.
the fourth one is actually under my wife. Is a modeling agency.
Yes, I
She's
remember the one.
yeah, she's
Mandela
the one.
modeling. I forgot something.
Elegant, yeah, Elegant
Bentley.
Models
Yes.
Agency. Elegant, yeah.
Elegant. Oh, yes, elegant. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's the one who gets them opportunities, either for TV, for acting, for adverts, for all those kind of things.
Wow. All right. Uh, I'm gonna need you to give me maybe the last word for the people that are working 9 to 5. But I wanted you first before our lines get cut here. So maybe you can just explain how can they be able to get hold of you, maybe your email address and the numbers, actually the whole where they can be able to get hold of you guys.
Okay, let me just leave my direct cell number on the contacts.
All right.
Uh,
Okay.
but they must call me only during working hours.
During working hours, yes. Okay.
Yeah,
So
there
there's
you
no like
go.
maybe emails. Oh, okay. All right, I see.
Emails.
So your number it's gonna be 0788 154 387.
Yeah, there is my
078.
email as well.
All right. And the email I see, okay, my doctor at debtdoctors.co.za. All right.
Yeah.
But what people like it is like about doctor, ne? Ki Doctor Malinga, no doctor.
I nna ke beleilwe ke le doctor.
Yeah, wait.
Yeah.
No problem. So to kgopela the last one as we close, I just want you to just advise someone who would want to start a business, who's from 9 to 5, they just want to start, but they don't know how and when is the right time or whatever the case may be. What can you actually advise that person from 9 to 5 or the person who doesn't even have money, but they want to start a business? What can they do?
Look for opportunities because business is all about
Mm,
opportunities. Business is all about solving one's problem and you get paid for solving that
mm,
problem.
yes.
So we won't see the same opportunities. We can look there and then I see one, two, three, you see one, two, three. So just open your
Exactly.
eyes and see what people are looking for, see their problems, then go think
Mhm.
about how you can come and solve their problems and get paid for it. For instance, for
Mm.
example, I like what you see what Mashabela is doing.
Yes. Yeah,
Mashabela
I
is
see. Yes.
is 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 selling uh libido
Moringa.
fight and
Yeah.
what
Yes.
these
I
things
see
that
that. Yes.
empowers the bedroom. And then he
Correct.
comes
Yes.
again and do a
Yes.
show called marriage after what is a sin, something like that.
Yeah. Sex before marriage is a sin. Yes. I
Sex,
remember that one. Yes.
yeah, it's a sin.
Before marriage.
Then he now
Yeah.
comes and encourage people uh, and teach them about the sex life in marriage, and then now also show them
Wow.
the problems that others are facing in marriage. And some are
Yes.
very sensitive, but we have to talk about them like early ejaculations and other stuff. Then how do you solve that problem? Then already Mashabela
He has that problem.
has the product. Okay,
The
here
solution.
is the solution to your problem. O tshwere ke sukiri, o tshwere ke madi, and then o ka kwa wa
Yeah.
pallwa. Okay, ho pallwa,
Hey.
this is how we can solve the problem ka 250. Simple as that.
Wow.
So you look
Sure.
some you see Mashabela created the show and the solution. The problem is already there. He picked it up, then he created the show to teach them, then he created the product to help them. That is the wisest move that we are looking for from our people. What problem are we facing as a community, and how can you solve the problem? At what cost can you solve the problem?
Sure. Wow. Okay. Yeah.
So
That one was
yeah, just adding up on this one. In most cases, you won't have money to start the business. So are you gonna wait for the president to come and give you money to? Do you know how many times did I apply for funding? I never got funding from the government. I've been applying until I told myself I don't need anyone's money. I've been asking people for money. Help me. I can see that you have money. You can't fail to give me 10,000 or 20,000 for me to boost the business. Nobody has money to help you. What do you do in such instances? You need to think out of the box. Come up with a plan. Come up with a plan. We can't teach you everything. Yeah, you normally on Facebook we say we can't teach you everything. So I agree. You want a financial breakthrough, then you come up with ways. You can sell small things, raise some funds, sell a bigger thing, raise some funds, sell a bigger thing, then become a millionaire, then you are gone.
Wow. Man, Mr. Semenya, I don't even know how to direct you, Maramna. I used to call you Mata and it's still Mata. Okay. All right. Thank you, man. It was awesome to have you, but I see you already left. My side, it was just reconnecting. Okay. No problem. Thanks for everybody who actually joined in to be able to watch or listen to our chats with Mr. Daniel Semenya. Where you can be able to contact him, he has like 4 companies. There's a modeling one, there's one that they are selling cars, there's also one that they are assisting with the legal, and there's one where they are clearing your debts. So you can contact him on 078 814 815. It's 078 815 4387, and you can also check him on his email, mydoctors@mydebtdoctors.co.za. So it was awesome to have him on our show, Indlela Ibuzwa Kwaba Phambili. This has been a great one, and I enjoyed it because I learned so much. We covered merit side, we covered business side, we covered how to start a business, what should you do, what should be your motivation. So this was great. Thanks for everybody who tuned in. Thanks a lot.